Greetings, fellow adventurers. Welcome to the Awakening Hour podcast for visionary starseeds, lightworkers, and new earth builders who seek to unlock the true potential and embark on epic quest. I'm your host, Jen, fearless leader at Rise University, the first choose your own adventure academy for light warriors. As a quantum shaman, Lemurian priestess of the new earth and empire builder, I teach you how to wield the power of magic and wisdom to guide you on your journey of spiritual, personal, and business development. Each week, we'll dive into the mystical realms and ancient wisdom to help you activate your superpowers, find your purpose, and build your empire. Are you ready to awaken your inner hero and claim your destiny? Then let's set forth and conquer the unknown. Hello, all you light warriors and adventurers. Welcome back to another episode of the Awakening Hour podcast. If you are ready to ignite your soul and take your entrepreneurial journey by storm, well, get ready for today's episode. We're going to really deep dive into the soul evolution and personal and spiritual development. And I also consider this episode as a key for all you adventurers in the platform who know that it is a choose your own adventure. This episode right here is going to be a key fundamental part in your journey. So sit back, relax, and let's awaken your inner warrior together. This is the Awakening Hour, episode number 7. Today is April 6th, and we're going to dive into unlocking success, transforming your business with Ho'oponopono, mind mastery, and universal laws. I'm your host, Jen, and we're going to dive into today's topic. I'm so excited to be going over this topic because it is a foundational tool. Ho'oponopono is really a foundational embodiment that we really need to start putting in place because it can help you through multiple different areas of your journey. So today we're going to be really talking about the importance of addressing memories and subconscious patterns, Ho'oponopono, and its benefit for spiritual entrepreneurs like yourself, introducing the practice of Ho'oponopono and kind of explaining its origins. I'm going to introduce you, or I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm going to introduce you to Raz, who is the secretary that sits inside your head, and her impact on focus and productivity, how that pertains to your business. We're going to align to universal laws, and I'm going to give you some practical tips and techniques for implementing these concepts. And forgive me, guys, for some reason, the past couple of days, I've been stumbling over my words. So I didn't get a chance to get this podcast released on Wednesday like it normally is. But we have had some planetary shifts, and that is kind of affecting me getting my words out. So I need to deep dive into that and see what else it's affecting. But if you're stumbling over your words, you're having trouble communicating or getting what you want to say out, please know that there is energy in the air that is causing that, and bear with me on this episode. So before we do dive into all these juicy topics that are going to really help transform your life, of course, we have a sponsorship, okay? Who sponsors this show is Rise University, which is my university that I created to help other light warriors like yourself step into their power, get really crystal clear on who they're here to serve, understand who they are at a core level, help build your empire, co-create a new earth, and learn how to live in harmony with not only in yourself, but the universe around you. My philosophy is to really help you become your own damn guru, okay? And step into your power and let's co-create a new earth. So, this episode of the Awakening Hour is brought to you by Rise University. It is your go-to source for everything you need to thrive as a soulpreneur. It I do understand the unique challenges and opportunities that come with building an empire. So, if you are ready to build something that aligns with your values, serves as a higher purpose, and step into your mission, then Rise University is the platform to go to. It is a choose your own adventure platform. We offer workshops from webinars to mentorship programs to group coaching, community building initiatives, and more. So, if you are ready to awaken your inner warrior and build an empire with a lasting legacy, well, then come on. With that said, that is my sponsorship announcement. You can find Rise University at www.rise, RISEINNERVERSITY.com. Instead of university, it is university. So right now we are open enrollment for our spring season. Rise University operates on it correlates with the seasons. So we have new curriculum that opens up every season, starting with the spring, which is the season of magic. Within each season, you get a plethora of information. There's usually between 5 to 8 courses. Courses are going to be built out within the seasons. And then we have some ones that absolutely stay inside of Rise that don't change throughout the seasons that are going to be added. So, you know, go to the website, see what we're all about, check out the enrollment page. And if you have any questions, make sure to send me a message. So, seasons are open or blah, blah. Give me a moment, guys. Enrollment is open for you to sign up. Damn. And I'm going to cuss because I'm getting a little bit frustrated on why the energy is not flowing out of my mouth the way that I want it to. I'm not articulating myself the way exactly how it is in coming out of me. Like, I think we have Mercury in Taurus. So, Mercury is the planet for communication. And Taurus is all about slowing down. So maybe I just need to slow down. But definitely take a look at what we've got going on. Check our events page. We have, I'm adding more stuff into that to get you guys involved and join the community or the courtyard, which is our community, because there's more stuff going on in there. So, go check us out you can find us on any social media platform at Rise University or www.riseuniversity.com. All right. So let's dive into today's topic. Okay. Unlocking success, transform your business with Ho'oponopono mind mastery and universal laws. So, the importance of addressing memories and subconscious patterns. Let's talk about that. So, how unresolved memories and negative patterns hinder us in all areas of our life, personal, spiritual, and business success, all stems from that is the law of memory and data. Okay. And I really wanted to tie this in. I'm going to talk a little bit later on in this podcast, that specific law and how it correlates to universal law. But from the very beginning of when we come into this world, we start being programmed. Okay. And that is where the law of memory and data comes in. Through human design, this is considered the not self theme. This is where the shadow and the working with the ego, that all comes up. These are all memories. These are all negative patterns, emotions that come up inside of us. What a trigger actually is that it triggers a memory, a pattern, a program that goes against what our belief system is. Okay, not at the core, not what's coming from our soul, but that belief system really is stemming from someone else's memory and data. Okay, so we when we are not leaving these unresolved memories at play inside of us and our subconscious, it really does start to hinder our growth and whatever we are trying to grow in personal, spiritual, or business development. With how it pertains to the spiritual entrepreneur, is that I'll speak for myself personally. Okay. So, Imposter syndrome is something big that I need to work through. Okay. Through my human design, it's helped me really dig deep into the not self themes that are coming up, that because of my design type, it has impacted the people around me and has left different experiences that I'm currently working through. You light warriors, not only are we breaking these patterns within ourselves, we're also doing ancestral patterns. Okay. That is a regurgitated law of memory and data that has gone through our ancestral line. Remember, this happens on the micro and affects the macro. So it goes vice versa. It's on the world stage, it's individually, it's within our own tribal communities, within our family, our ancestral history. All of this stuff comes up, and it's really not us. It's not us. But when you are a light warrior and you're really stepping into building an empire, something greater than yourself, wanting to co-create a new earth, it's going to trigger all of these limiting beliefs, the shadow work, the not self themes, these unresolved memories and negative patterns to come up to the surface for you to work on, which can hold you back from building your empire. I mean, we get stuck in imposter syndrome, or forever learning. I'm a 5-1, so I'm always, and it's not just that 5-1, it's not just anybody with the one. Um, you may think that you don't know enough, so you get on the hamster wheel, forever learning, okay, and not moving forward, not implementing or teaching what you currently know now. We're always stuck in the future. That's another memory and data. So the importance of addressing all of these subconscious patterns and bringing them up to the surface and shifting them. And that's what Ho'oponopono teaches us. It's, man, I've seen it at work in my life. And when you become a witness to it actually working in your life, that's where the game changer, that is a game changer, guys. That's when the magic really starts to happen. And I have seen this, because if you're a light warrior and listening to this, your job here, one of its primary missions is to clear out this, to heal from it, to shift it. And that's what Ho'oponopono teaches us. It's a beautiful mantra to say, but there's a misunderstanding. People out there are just like, oh, I said my Ho'oponopono today. No, we have so much memory, unresolved memories, and negative patterns. I mean, look around. We can't blame the system for the world that we live in. Ho'oponopono teaches us to take personal responsibility for everything in our lives. We've all played a part for the way the container is, guys. And the reason we've played a part with that is because we've been letting the law of memory and data rule our lives. So, how do we really dig deep into this? Let's talk about Ho'oponopono and its benefits for you as the individual, the spiritual entrepreneur. And if you're not a spiritual entrepreneur, this will still impact you in a massive way. So, let's talk about the benefits of it. Well, Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian um, technique of the art of forgiveness. And I'm not going to really dive too deep into this. There are, uh, um, you can definitely look inside of Rise University. We have a course coming out in the spring season, which is I'm going to be introducing you to the magic of Ho'oponopono, and it's 4-part series. It's massive. You can look at that in there. But for people who don't know what Ho'oponopono is, it is an ancient Hawaiian technique that really helps you get into the practicing forgiveness, okay? And I learned about it through Joe Vitale. It ended up popping up on my feed a lot of times, and I was like, what is this? I didn't know how to pronounce it. And there may be somebody out there that's telling me that I'm pronouncing it wrong. And I'm sorry. And English is not my first language. Energy is. And ever since I've been into this planet and in this vessel, I've always struggled with language arts, English, and all that other stuff because I'm not from here at the end of the day. But either way, just because it's not pronounced correctly, or if you struggle pronouncing it correctly, I want you to know that it's the energy, it's the essence, it's what it does. So remember that. And when you start to incorporate Ho'oponopono in your life, it will help you start to release these negative patterns. It will help you improve decision making and foster better relationships with not only your clients, but your colleagues, your tribe, your family members, the people around you, and your experience as a whole. So, the law of memory and data is a concept that suggests that many of our problems, okay, the problems and the challenges that we do experience in life are rooted in memory. And those memories are constantly replaying in our mind. They create subconscious patterns that ultimately hinder our healing and our personal growth as a whole. Now, the brain is just, oh my god, it's such an amazing piece of machinery, and a lot of people out there think that what they're consciously aware of is all of it, and that's a small piece of the pie. The subconscious is really what's doing a lot of the work. So this stuff gets these the let me back up. So, the problems, the challenges that we are having are stuff that keeps repeating within the memories that keep repeating within our subconscious pattern. Onoponopono teaches us that it teaches us that we take full responsibility for our thoughts, the feelings, the actions that we take in our lives. We take responsibility for everything within our lives. We as humans, and human design teaches us it teaches us to get back to the 5-year-old, okay? Everything else is the program that's running. The first 7 years of our life is the most important years of our life, because what we learn within those first 7 years, it is replaying, the memory is replaying within our subconscious. And look at the world we're around. I mean, the way that we were raised is there, we live in the matrix, guys. That is all the law of memory and data and programming of what an outer authority wanted us to believe. But that's not the truth. It's a memory. It's someone else's memory. So when we take full responsibility for everything in our life, that our outer world is a reflection of what's happening on the inside, and we may not be aware of everything that we are on that's happening on the inside, or where this memory and this data is coming, this feeling, this trigger. We may not know all of that, but let's simplify it by using a simple mantra of I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you, to clean and release these memories and negative patterns. Now, why that works is that we are asking the divine to step in and get us out of the law of memory and data that is running in our subconscious and put us into the law of inspiration. We are in direct attune to our higher selves, which is connected to the divine. So when we are letting our souls lead, it will intuitively know exactly what to do, but the mind wants to step in and take over and be the driver. Human design teaches us to have the mind take a back seat and let the soul lead. So when we practice this mantra and incorporate it into our lives, if I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you, then we have it is asking the divine to step in and clear out that memory and data, heal that, have it stop playing within our subconscious. Now, we're going to dive into the RAS. I call it RAS is your reticular activating system within the brain. And it has a very, very important function. And I call it the secretary because it literally is the secretary. And her name is Raz. She used to be your nanny. She's been with you your whole life, and her primary key important function is to filter out and prioritize different information and that to bring into your awareness. Now the brain processes over 7,000 thoughts a day, guys, and Raz's job is to take those 7,000 thoughts and narrow it down to what is important to you. Now, no one's checked in with Raz, and what Raz has been doing is literally been sending you all of these memos of what are triggering you, okay? What's triggering you inside, and what are you paying attention to? So if you, and she doesn't know whether it's a good feeling or not. She just knows what are you consciously bringing attention to. So if you don't like something on the outside of, happening in your world, you are attracting similar people, similar situations, well, that's because you are emotionally responding to that in a positive or negative way. And Raz is like, oh, we got to take her, give her more of this, or give them more of this. Okay. Don't get hung up by the sexes, she, he, whatever. Just go along with it and apply what aligns with you guys. But Raz knows no different. So she is taking that memory and data and just giving you more of it. And she prioritizes it. But she has a very important function by processing and streamlining the 70,000 or more thoughts that we as humans have on a given day. That's a lot of thoughts. Okay. So, how do we streamline this with the how does it affect your business? Well, inside of Rise University, there's going to be a huge course on how to really work with your RAS, because this is where the law of attraction comes in. If you are wanting more of whatever it is you're trying to manifest in your life, this is why it's really important to niche down your niche, because when you tell Raz what you're specific about, what you want to do, who you want to attract, well, then you can put her on work and start attracting that more in your life. If you're too broad, she can't narrow all of that down. I mean, it's an amazing piece of our brain and function that really works, but a lot of people are not aware that they have this within their system. And everyone's got a reticular activating system. You can definitely go look that up. So, how we can really get Raz to help work with us is to have her stop sending us these memories that no longer serve a higher purpose within our mission and in our life. And this is where Ho'oponopono works. You being on constant aware of Raz can get exhausting. But when you have the divine step in and say, no, no, she no longer needs to serve that lesson. She's learned that doesn't need to replay, that's not serving. Have the divine come in and help transmute that memory so it can stop playing. Now, I'm recording this behind the scenes. It says I only have 30 minutes and I'm at 23. So I want to I may have to do part 2. I think I'm going to do part 2 where we're going to be diving into more of the aligning with the universal laws. And I want to give you some practical tips in implementing. So, because I'm on the way that I started recording this and I'm not going to re-record it, I'm going to do part 2 next week. We're going to dive deeper into this. But for you guys who have tuned in, please make sure that you really look into the course that we're going to be uploading. Starts tomorrow, April 7th at the time of this recording. It's a 4-part series into the magic of Ho'oponopono, and we are going to dive so deep into this. It has been life-changing in my life, and I do feel like it is one of the foundational embodiments that you really need to implement within your life if you're going through your human design experiment, how it correlates with the universal law, and really deep dive into the esoteric knowledge of this amazing ancient Hawaiian prayer. So, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Raz, but that's the introduction to Raz. I hope you correlate with that. You're going to see me do some more videos on who Raz is, what she does, and how to really build a relationship with her. I say fire that bitch and get another one. I have definitely done that when I discovered what that was doing. Most of you have experienced Raz when you're shopping for a vehicle, you want a specific model, then all of a sudden you start seeing that model everywhere on the road. Well, guess what? You just told Raz that you're looking for that model, and there it is. It's not that it wasn't there the whole time. You most likely saw it, but Raz just brought it to your attention, and that is putting her on alert to do her job. So that's a wrap up of this show. I do hope to see you on tomorrow's recording inside of Rise University. It is open for enrollment. If you have any questions, please make sure to send a Raven into the DM and I will assist you. Thank you, everybody who joined into today's show. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. As always, please make sure you don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along. Send me questions. Put this in your story and tag me. Let me know that you're sharing out. And if you have something that you would like to see me discuss, let me know. With that said, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, guys. Much love, and I look forward to talking to you later. Bye now. Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us today on the Awakening Hour podcast. May your hearts be filled with courage and your minds with wisdom as you continue your quest for greatness. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to share it in your stories, tag us, subscribe, and review on your favorite podcast platform. Don't forget to visit us at Rise University, the Academy for Light Warriors. Until next time, adventurer, may the stars continue to guide you on your journey.